How's it? Today is November 30th, Monday. I got a good snatch workout for you today. It's the last day of November, so Christmas is in full swing everywhere around the US, maybe around the world, I'm not sure. But I am pretty happy with today's hang snatch work. I didn't have any misses, and relatively, I hit a 93. Well, I hit three doubles at 93 for the hang snatch, and I don't know if that's a PR. I think like relative to the amount of weight that I've been lifting lately, that is definitely um, higher than what I've been hitting lately. That's very close to what I've been doing from the floor for singles, and be able to do it as a double is a really good sign. So if you think about it, like if my max is 100 kilos, which you know, give or take, it's about there. Like I did hit 100 that one day. I think I hit it twice. So it's like in that vein. It's not technically my max, but I don't think that I could push too much above that. So that would mean that 90 is 90% if we're going off of 100 as my max. And so today, if I do three doubles of 93 hang snatch, that's 93%, And Kaleo, the owner of the gym, said it really well. He said that basically, if you do anything above 90% for a double or for more than one rep, then that's really good. Like that's a sign that you're about to PR something, or that you're actually making a lot of progress from where your one rep max at that point would be. And given that I didn't miss any today, like that's a real huge confidence boost. So yeah, I'm actually really excited to watch the videos in real time. I haven't watched them in real time for a couple hours. Like what I would do is when I look at them in the session, I just watch them slow mo, like frame by frame if I can. It's my last warm up set, so I watch them frame by frame because I want to be aware of my positions. I don't quite care about what it looks like full speed. I think I should, but anyway, here's the first set. Yeah, it looks like I definitely have more in there. That second rep was definitely not as definitely not as good as the first rep, but it's still a second rep. Yeah, it was real strong for me, I think. A slight ballerina there. Um, I tell Audie there that I ballerina that. Um, Real happy with that though. Here's my last set. You can see there that I'm getting to position like fixation overhead much sooner than I have in the past, and there's still a lot of room for me to push under. That's typically what that would look like in the past. That would be like what the first rep would look like, and the second rep would be non-existent, right? So after that, I move into some snatch pulls. Technically, it's a snatch pull plus floating snatch pull. So just 1+2s, and again, I'm not quite sure about how to do this movement. I said that last time for sure because this is a movement that is slightly foreign to me. Steve was saying to kind of do pulls like Lasha does pulls, where it's from the videos that I remember him talking about. Lasha kind of just extends with his legs and hips, and that's it. And then his upper body kind of just wherever the bar goes, the bar goes. And so I'm trying to just do that without pulling too much with my arms, because when I pull with my arms, I end up leaning too far back, and then I really only want the bar to go straight up, right? So if I lean back, then I end up putting some backward trajectory on the bar. So I think one thing that Steve was mentioning when he talked to me earlier today was that I should focus on keeping speed for these instead of overloading the weight. And I ended up putting more weight on than last week. So last week I did 90, 90, 95, 95, 100, 100. Here's my top set here. So I'm trying not to pull too much with my arms, just maintain upper body position and then extend with my legs. I think I do a pretty decent job on that second rep there. But what the 90, so what for the sets from last week, I took off one set of 90 and then moved that sixth set to be 105 instead of having three pairs of weights. So after that, I move into the 3-position snatch pull with like a 3-second hold. So one is like right off the floor, one is below the knee, and then one is in the power position. One thing Steve was mentioning last week about my pull was that I was a little bit too far over at the power position, so I tried to be a little bit more upright today. So yeah, these are very heavy. You can see me struggling there. My head shakes a lot. This is 110. This is 10 kilos heavier than last week. And on this second set or second rep, I kind of just sandbag. I give up right there. I was having a hard time. So my last barbell movement is going to be the overhead squat. 3 sets of 2 at 105. Last week I did 1 set of 2 at 100, mainly because I ran out of time, not because I was tired or anything. My goal last week, like I read it in my notes, it's like 1 to 3 sets of 2 at something that's above what I'm snatching currently. So my goal, if I'm trying to snatch 105, I should be overhead squatting more than 105, right? Just basic math. So actually earlier when I was cleaning up the weights here, I smashed my middle finger on my right hand, which is kind of funny because 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago or whatever, I smashed my middle finger on my left hand, also cleaning up weights. This one didn't bleed, but it was really sensitive to the touch for a while, so I was having a little bit of a challenge holding onto the bar. But yeah, I made it through. I didn't miss any. I felt like I was going to miss this one. Not this one, this second rep here. You can see that the bar is tracking a little bit further forward than it normally was. Yeah, to finish off, I do just real simple accessories, pull-ups, and then hanging leg raises. Nothing too much to say about that. I am just really happy with how the hang snatches went. Like 93 is not a weight that I normally can confidently say that I can hit, so that's real good for me today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.